Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't posted for nearly 4 months and I only now feel more like myself, more confident to put myself out there and start sharing my life with you guys again. I thought it would be really weird to just start posting normally again after 4 months of not posting at all. It just didn't feel right, so I feel like I need to do today's video to explain where I've been, what I've been doing, and just be fully transparent and open with you guys. Life gets in the way all the time and I just want to be honest about that on my channel because life is never perfect. What you see online sometimes isn't true. I can't go back to just posting normally as if nothing has happened. It is so shocking to me how many people have had major life changes to them that I know of in 2025. I don't know what planets are in line for this to happen to everybody, but it's happening. So a little disclaimer, I will be talking about grief and loss. So if you yourself aren't feeling 100%, please don't feel any pressure to watch this video. Click off, watch it some other time when you're feeling a bit more stronger in yourself, or just skip past the first part of this video. If I can, I'll put a timestamp up on screen for you. I'm gonna try and get through this video without crying. Even saying that is making my eyes water. But oh my god, I feel like I'm in a therapy session. What is this? So basically, February 1st, I lost my grandmother. She was the first close family member that I've lost in my life. So that feeling of deep loss and grief was the first time I felt that, and I really struggled dealing with that. Although all these like rubbish things are happening to everyone, there's always like this weird sense of if it's gonna happen, it happened in the best way possible, and that's exactly what I believe with my grandma. She was having end of life care, so it wasn't like a complete surprise, but it was still shocking. It doesn't matter, it still hits you hard even if you are expecting or know the outcome. February 1st, my mum, my sister and I went to go and see her. She knew that we were coming to visit her in the morning because my mum had told her the day before. The carers left her home at 11:30, and by the time we got there at I think about 11:45, she had passed. I truly believe that she wanted us there with her. It brings so much comfort to me that she did take control of those last few minutes that she had, and she chose to go when she did, because if she didn't, I don't think that we would be able to say goodbye to her in her own home where we have so many good memories with her. And I think that was just really special. We were all there together to say goodbye, and I think that's exactly what she wanted. I work in pensions, so exciting, but as you can imagine, I deal with death and just everything, so there was just no chance I could go to work and distract myself with that, because it was a constant reminder. I ended up having a month of work in total. I can't remember that month. It was a complete blur. The first 2 weeks of that month I got really ill. I don't know whether that was from the grief, because grief affects everybody in so many different ways, but I got so ill. I don't think I got out of bed or off the sofa much at all. That also triggered a flare-up in my arthritis, my ankylosing spondylitis. I just felt like I was getting attacked from all angles. So I think in that 2 weeks, I didn't really have time to think about my grief as much and process it as much, because I was so unwell. And then once I was better, I was obsessing over organisation and cleaning and tidying, and it was so bad that it made me anxious. It made me so frustrated. I think the grief brought out what I've always known that I've had, but I think the grief brought it out so much more, because everything gets affected when you're grieving, and like I said, everybody grieves differently. And I think this was kind of like a coping mechanism, and I couldn't deal with that and grieving. So I called my doctor, and I am having therapy for OCD. Like I mentioned, I always felt like I had OCD. There was a few things, like few habits, few rules I made up for myself, and I was like, I don't think that's normal. Not everybody does that. But for me, they were like quite big things. It's not the classic OCD of what you kind of would think about, like switching light switches on and off, or obsessively checking like locked doors and locked windows, or having intrusive thoughts. I still get intrusive thoughts, but it's not as drastic, I don't think, as what some people suffer with. But my OCD is linked to more perfectionism and making sure everything is in its rightful place, and I think my body was trying to cling on to that satisfaction. I think my mind was trying to cling on to the satisfaction and the happiness I got from when things were clean and organised and tidy, because I was so sad that my mind was like, okay, you need to do this, and then you'll get that satisfaction and you'll get that happiness, or that buzz, that dopamine hit that you get from having your environment tidy. So that's something I'm still trying to learn, and I have to say, I don't actually like therapy. I mean, are we meant to like therapy? I don't know, I just don't enjoy it. I actually dread it each week, but the thing is, it is helping. I can tell that it's helping. This is going to sound really stupid, but I can walk into like my bedroom, and if a corner of the main bed is turned up the wrong way, I don't have the compulsion to straighten that up anymore. Well, I do, it's there, but I can kind of shut it down and numb it and tell myself that I don't have to do that. Nothing bad is going to happen, or nothing is going to happen at all, if I don't straighten that corner of the duvet up. So I know therapy is working. I am really grateful for that. I just don't like having it. When I did go back to work, I mean, it was still really tough. Things were still happening in the background with the loss of my grandma, like her funeral, like scattering her ashes. I'm back at work. Things are kind of mellowing down. I think we're now at the end of April, and we get a meeting at work, and our team, I can't remember the word that they use because that word is just not in my vocabulary, but they're basically getting rid of our team for whatever reasons. So they are splitting our team in two. So I basically, even though the role was the same and I was doing the same work, I was thrown into this bigger new team of people that I had to communicate with, and that sounded so scary to me, to try and get to know more people after still processing the loss of my grandma, because it's only been a few months. It's just really not what I wanted, but life. It happens. We were told that that massive change at work would happen the following month in May, and at the end of April I had 2 weeks off because we moved house. So we are in a lovely bigger house now, and we are very happy here, but obviously the moving process, no matter how much you plan it, it can still be stressful. Not to mention the fact that I was also diagnosed with OCD, trying to move house. Probably not the best combination, especially when my OCD is proper kicking off because of the grief and loss that I was trying to cope with as well. But we did it, we made it, we are here. When I went back to work after moving house, that was when I went straight back onto my new team. Very scary. I also have quite bad social anxiety. It was really difficult for me. I just felt like there was just one thing after another constantly, and not just small things either. So throughout all of this happening, like things that my friends were going through, other things that my sister went through. My sister's car caught fire. I was just speechless when she sent me the video. I was just like, what? Thankfully, she was the only one in the car. My nieces weren't in there. My brother-in-law wasn't in there. So she was able to literally just think about herself, stop in a safe place and just get out of there. I'm still speechless about it. I still can't believe that these things happened. Now, with the loss of my grandma, as you saw at the beginning of the video, I feel like when I first say the words out loud, I obviously still get really upset about it. I'm very sentimental, so I think it hits even harder. But I've learned that I'm always going to be upset about it. Grieving isn't fixing the loss, and if I need to have a little cry about it, I'm not going to stop myself from doing that, because that is our body's way of releasing that energy, and I think it's really healthy to do that. The OCD, like I said, I feel like that's getting a bit more under control now. I feel like I'm more aware of what I'm doing. If I catch myself being a little bit obsessive over little things, even if I can't stop it in that moment, I know that it's the OCD in me. The job is fine. My new team is so lovely, and because I am on a bigger team now, I feel like there is so much more help at hand and so much more support. And the house, I have another moving vlog coming for you guys. I did try and film as much as I could for a moving vlog. I actually have quite a few videos that I need to edit and get up on YouTube, because I'm very far behind with those, especially the vlogs, because I still haven't put up my moving vlog into the flat that we've moved out of now into the house. I will try and get the flat one done first and kind of have it in some chronological order. But yeah, I definitely feel like life has simmered down, it's settled. I feel like it's a bit more normal now. I mean, life isn't normal, is it? But it's not giving so much pressure, so much stuff, at least for the last month. I've had nothing really happen, which is great. I feel like I'm ready to come back to YouTube, and I feel like I have the strength, the confidence to put myself out there, because doing these videos, especially this one, it makes me feel really vulnerable. So it is important that I started posting again when I felt confident and strong enough to, and I feel like now is the time. I also hit 1,000 subscribers, which I didn't get to acknowledge because life happened. So thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. That was just so humbling to me, and it made myself really proud, because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy making content. It's such a great creative outlet for me, and it makes me so happy and warms my heart that over 1,000 of you now are subscribed to my channel, because you enjoy my content, and yeah, it just puts a smile on my, I can't stop smiling, it just puts a smile on my face. It's little things like that that I am so grateful for, and we need to cling on to those a lot more than the crappy things that happen in life. I can't promise I will be uploading regularly like I was before, like every week, but I will try my hardest. And if you take anything away from this video, apart from me telling you that I've had a shit year so far and I'm back posting on YouTube, let it be this. Don't put pressure on yourself. Go easy on yourself. If you need the time to heal from anything, big or small, give yourself that time. Do all the things that make you happy, and find new things that make you happy. Put yourself first. If you want to eat a whole tub of ice cream, you can eat a whole tub of ice cream. I generally do mean it when I say it. It's not just an outro. But most importantly, be kind to yourself. Make those healthy choices. And I'll see you guys in my next video.